Well, the Constitutional Court has handed down its judgment. It was so fast, I never expected this to be the order of the day. So, the 6 war veterans that were represented by Professor Lovemore Madugu's court application refused by the Constitutional Court and actually directed Professor Lovemore Madugu to have filed this matter to a lower court, and it ruled that Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa acted lawfully by presiding over a cabinet that decided his fate, that decided that he was going to benefit. And we are speaking about the cabinet meeting that resolved that Mnangagwa can go ahead and change the constitution so that he benefits himself. According to the Constitutional Court judges, Mnangagwa acted constitutionally. This is the latest judgment. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hloripani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So let's listen to Professor Lovemore Madugu speaking outside the court after this judgment was handed down a few minutes ago.
That we cited under section 9. Because, of course, they are not specific enough for them to exercise the jurisdiction they have under section 167. Because we can direct to the Constitutional Court, alleging that this was the kind of case which must be dealt with by the Constitutional Court directly. That was the argument. And they are saying those duties are not specific enough for them to exercise jurisdiction directly. So they declined to exercise their jurisdiction. The application would not succeed on that basis. They said the application would not succeed on that basis. What this means is that the application ought to have been brought to a lower court, which is like the High Court. The High Court can determine those. And then it goes up to the Constitutional Court through the normal processes of appeals and so forth. That is in meaning. They will say the 167, subsection 2D, those obligations are not treated. So that application was failed in respect of the president here. And as we're seeing, we're getting instructions from our clients that they said they will immediately file the same application in the High Court, which can then determine those broad-based duties because they are not clear, so they have to be ventilated. So the application will be filed in the High Court on the same allegations, same issues, which can be determined by the High Court and going up. Then the second application.
Okay, so this is the story in summation. The Constitutional Court has said it cannot deal with the matter directly. This matter to be filed to the lower courts. That is what Professor Lovemore Madugu was saying. In simple terms, this gives Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa a leverage to continue with the parliamentary processes, and this may take long. This matter, under normal, you can see the arrogance of the Constitutional Court, because this matter dealt with constitutional matters. This matter is dealing with that's why the Constitutional Court has to be involved on those bases. Mnangagwa decided on the to actually change constitution to suit himself. Now we hear from Professor Lovemore Madugu that the war veterans, after the judgment was handed down, they have quickly instructed Professor Lovemore Madugu to then apply to the High Court as a matter of urgency. So which means anytime from now, the case would be redirected to the High Court. The war veterans are not giving up. Now, if it goes to the High Court, which means it will actually have to be appealed at the Supreme Court of Appeal, it will also go back to the Constitutional Court. You can see that this is a strategy. And by the way, this matter was dealing with the Constitution. The judges were expected to interpret the Constitution. And I don't think the High Court was the proper jurisdiction, because this is a matter of urgency, in my view. So I will have to check on whether they will make an application as an urgent chamber application, or the application will be rolled normally. We are yet to see that. And remember, the judicial system of Zimbabwe is controlled by Emmerson Mnangagwa. If they can do so, they have to prove why the matter is urgent. They did prove to the Constitutional Court, and they also did prove why it was important for the Constitutional Court of Zimbabwe to deal and accept this particular matter. And according to all veterans, Professor Love Maduku had represented them very, very well, and they were expecting to win this court case. And I must say that if Chiwenga faction is pinning its hope on the judiciary system of Zimbabwe, I don't foresee the judiciary system of Zimbabwe under normal circumstances actually coming to their aid, unless if they do something extraordinary than this. But the war veterans have redirected the matter back again to the High Court. So we will wait. If they file the matter, we will actually, and we get that from our desk, we will be the first ones to alert you. So retired General Chiwenga faction suffering a setback, as Emmerson Mnangagwa demonstrates that he is in charge of the Zimbabwe judiciary system, and the judiciary system delivering according to their bosses, not actually delivering justice when they were expected and anticipated to deliver justice. It remains to be seen now. We know Knox Chivero warned the parliamentarians not to go ahead. There is expected to be a voting process today. You can see in a manner the Constitutional Court handed down this judgment. Under normal circumstances, they are very slow to hand down the judgments of this particular nature, but this one was quickly done and dusted, so as to pave way for no disturbances for the activities that will be taking place, especially today in Parliament. And this, beyond any reasonable doubt, it gives the other faction now to up its game. Otherwise, if they do not up its game, Mnangagwa looks set to actually continue with this illegal bill, constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026. So we will be watching also on whether the parliamentarians are going to defy. Who are they going to listen to? Is it retired General Chiwenga through Knox Chivero, or they are going to actually listen to Emmerson Mnangagwa and disregard Knox Chivero? Will also be checking on the level of security. I must attest to you that they take Knox Chivero seriously. Definitely security have been beefed up, but will it be sufficient to shield the members of Parliament that will see themselves, and will it be sufficient, and also will it be trusted enough to shield Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. These are the issues that we are looking forward to today. Quite a disappointing constitutional court outcome, I must attest to you. We expect a lot of debates. We are going to be interrogating with this judgment in detail as soon as it lay. We will lay our hands onto it. I'm not so sure whether that judgment they handed down a full judgment or they are yet to do so. It remains to be seen. As soon as I lay my hands on it, we will be interacting with it word to word today. It will be a long day. It will be a long week today, as Zimbabwe is at crossroads. It's either Mnangagwa is going to have it, or the retired General Chiwenga faction will have it. And if the retired General Chiwenga faction have it, then there would be a sigh of relief to some degree to the people of Zimbabwe. I think you can see Zimbabwe is now pinning hope on retired General Chiwenga faction. Does it have strategy? We see it taking the matters to the state institutions, the very same state institutions that are captured. And you can see today's judgment is a clear indication, a classic indication that the judiciary system in Zimbabwe, beyond any reasonable doubt, is captured. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okanqubo Mhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live program.